Hello. For those of you who don't remember me, my name is Mr. Sage. I'm one of the band directors up at Waco High School. I specifically am the one running most of our marching band rehearsals as well as our jazz band program. And I also assist with our concert bands as well. Today, what I'm here to talk to you about is, well, everything we do in the Waco High Band program and about some things that you will want to know before you start deciding what you are going to be doing over your next 4 years during high school. So without any further ado, if you'll bring your attention to my presentation, you can see our awesome logo. This is basically everything you'll need to know about Waco High Band, and you'll get to hear some good music in here too. So first, we're going to start off talking about the things that we do at the high school that are very similar to what typically goes on at the middle schools. So during this time of year, we are actually currently in the middle of working on our UIL concert season. What that means is we're going to prepare 3 pieces of music to play in a concert for some judges to get a rating from 1 to 5. Our 3 pieces of music typically include a march, a lyrical piece, and a technical piece. That's usually how the middle schools tend to choose their pieces as well. The biggest difference between the middle school level and the high school level is that we are playing more challenging repertoire. Our stuff is at a higher level of difficulty. We have more notes, we have more rhythms. And really, other than that, it's pretty much the same concept. If you bring your attention to the pictures here, you can see the non-varsity band from 2 years ago under the direction of myself, Mr. Sage, and Miss Nelson. And you can see at the bottom there, the 2 of us holding our plaque that we received for getting straight ones on stage, which was super awesome. We're really proud of that. The next thing on our list that is also something that happens at the middle school level is Region Honor Band. So first off, you'll bring your attention to this picture. You see a bunch of our students standing around Bucky. Yay, Buc-ee's. We always go to Buc-ee's after we do our auditions because, well, first off, it's on the way, and second off, it's a good place to celebrate all the hard work that our students have put in and their successes that they've had at those auditions. Just like in middle school, we receive all region etudes pretty early on. We actually get them all the way back in July. We get etudes for each instrument that are designed to push your abilities on your instrument, and they are used to audition and compete for a spot in the Region Honor Band. So if you kick some butt, you can actually go play with the Honor Band. The difference at the high school level is that you can actually go past that. If you get in the top of the region auditions, you then can advance to area, and you get a chance to audition to make it to All-State Honor Band, which is really, really cool. You get to go down to San Antonio and rehearse and play with a bunch of students from all over Texas. One of the cool benefits of making the All-State Honor Band is there's a lot of schools that really want all-state musicians from Texas. So if you get an All-State Honor Band spot, you will be eligible for a lot of scholarship money wherever you go to play in college. For people on the other end of the spectrum who are pretty nervous to audition, you don't really like playing by yourself in front of people, we encourage you to take advantage of the freshman auditions. Basically, they take smaller excerpts of our etudes and they make it a little bit easier for our freshmen to ease into the process of playing this high school level etude music. So it's a little bit easier for your first time doing it. You're also only competing with other freshmen. You aren't competing with the seniors all the way up who've been doing this for 4 more years than you have. But either level that you choose to participate with, this is your chance to represent you. It's your chance to work your butt off and kick some butt and take some names. You don't have to rely on anyone else for this, which is always really nice and really fulfilling whenever you reach success in the Region Honor Band auditions. Next thing on the list that we also do at the middle school level is solo and ensemble. So for us at the high school level, our solo and ensemble is always at the end of the year in February. Not the end of the year, the end of February. We actually have about 2 weeks. On February 19th is when we're getting our judges to come out and judge that for us. Because of that, we always start work on this in December after our marching season is done and our Christmas concerts recorded. At the high school level, we tend to focus a lot more on ensembles for several reasons. The first reason is that in an ensemble, you really, really have to know your music, and you really have to know the music of everyone else. It really trains you to use your ears and to keep time and count for yourselves. It's really great musical skills. Speaking of ensembles, you can see in the top right our awesome flute choir from last year. You can also see the brass quintet that we had make ones at Allstate. You can see them holding up their ones. That was 2 years ago. Our very own Zario Greer that you're going to get to hear from in a minute. He's in there second from the left. One of the other reasons we like to focus on ensembles over solos is because at the high school level, solos are required to have accompaniment. So that means you either have to find a piano player and pay them a good chunk of money to play with you, or the way we prefer to do it is use smart music. So smart music, you can record, or you can play along with a recorded background. That way you can actually play for the judge without having to spend a bunch of money on an accompanist. One more requirement that solos have that ensembles don't is that if you want to advance to state with a Class 1 solo, you are going to have to make sure you have that memorized whenever you go to play it for the judge. So if you decide that you want to work on a solo, that's awesome. We have stuff. We'd love to get you one. Just make sure you let us know ahead of time so you have a lot of time to learn it and get it memorized so you can actually have a chance to go to state. I think this is the last thing on the list that is generally pretty similar between us and most of our middle schools is we have a jazz band program here. So I actually am the one who runs the jazz band. Just like the jazz band at the middle school, we have region jazz auditions, and they go to a clinic and a concert. You can see Ivan Lorenzo, our trombone soloist, who's going to play for you here in a moment as well. He's in the top right picture playing a solo at the Region Honor Band concert. We also do holiday performances. You can see a picture at the bottom there of our jazz cats at the Waco Winter Wonderland Festival last year. Well, I guess technically 2 years ago at this point. Always a lot of fun. We get to play on a big stage for a really big crowd. Everyone always loves it. It's awesome. Other things that we do, we are involved in the Waco High School's Black History program. We always play some jazz music for that because jazz is very, very rooted in African-American culture and history. We also participate in jazz contests and festivals. So some of our middle schools actually participate in the Temple Jazz Fest. We're part of that as well. But we even go to contests where we actually get like first, second, or third place, and we compete for trophies, which we have some of those around the band hall as well. The last thing I'll mention is our Jazz Combo. Our Jazz Combo is an ensemble that meets once a week after school, and they learn about playing jazz in a small group setting. They spend a lot of time working on learning how to improvise and use lead sheets to kind of make music all their own. We even have in the past actually arranged some of our own music with that ensemble. So if you're an advanced musician, you're looking for a place to get your creative juices flowing, you should check out our Jazz Combo. Speaking of which, they will be playing for you just here in a little bit.